What's up, you guys? How's it going? I thought I would take you guys along today as I list some new inventory and take you through the process from start to finish, from when I grab it, what I do to prep it, how I photograph, how I list it, and then inventory it later. So if you guys are up for it, I'm going to take you through some items that I plan on listing this afternoon. So come along with me. I was going to maybe tidy up my office before I started this video, but you know what? No, we're gonna keep it real. It's not always tidy in here, especially when I have a bunch of new inventory. So anyway, let's take it downstairs. That's where I photograph. I do not have a studio that's super fancy where I photograph anything. I actually just photograph in my living room downstairs on a rug with a fake flower. Not the fanciest, not the best, but I do what works and I do what is fastest. So anyway, come on downstairs with me and let's get started. All right, so here's my living room. So fancy, right guys? There's of course like toys on the floor scattered around. Hi, but whatever. All I need to make sure is that this area looks relatively clean. I do have a little brush where I can go and brush out any like, you know, marks or matting that sometimes happens. And I do that every time or just maybe periodically while I am listing, or like little lint balls, any residue, hairs, fur, you know. And I do just try to keep it relatively nice. I just got this at, I believe, either TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I can't really remember. It's been so long. But yeah, I just brush it out, make sure it looks pretty even. For my OCD friends, I will get the top. So what I do with my items, my tops and my dresses here, except for just one pair of pants, I will photograph the front, the back, the size tag, and the label tag, if you can see. I will take measurements of pit to pit and shoulder to hem, and I have this little sewing tape, and that's what I do it with. For dresses, it's the same. I do pit to pit, shoulder to hem. For jeans, I do inseam and waist length, sometimes the rise, but I actually don't do the rise very often. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. So let me take you through my process. Okay guys, I'm back in my office. I just photographed the tops just for the sake of time and for this video. I just didn't want it to last forever. Plus my kids are coming home kind of soon. So I just wanted to show you what I do next. So I have everything photographed. I airdropped it from my phone to my computer, which I will show you here. That only works if you have an iPhone and a Mac. If you do not, you can always, of course, use something like Dropbox or some other kind of file sharing system to share your photos easily. I just find AirDrop is really, really fast and convenient. But once you do that, this is where I have changed a little bit in how I do my inventory. So right now, you can see my office is such a mess. I am gonna clean it, I promise. I pulled out an inventory bin that is like half empty. So I have plenty of room in there for new inventory. So what I've changed is I used to label and package every single inventory item with not only the bin number, but a number within the bin 1 through 20 to then know exactly where it was in the bin. The problem is it took a long time to do it that way. And I found that I didn't really have to sort through my bin to find the number. Like, I was able to find the item of clothing pretty easily if I just knew the bin. So now, all I put in for my inventory number, and I'll explain that in a second, is the bin number. I do not do any individual numbers like 1 through 20 in between that. So, all of these inventory items here will have the same bin number, A06. That's the only number that I'll put into the SKU when I'm creating this list, the listing for the clothing that I just photographed. So it will all go in here. It'll all be labeled A06, and then if that item sells, all I have to do is just find that item in that small pile, pull it out, and I'm done. No more individually bagging and tagging. That just took too long. I can see doing that if you have a lot bigger of an inventory system than I do. I only have 800 items, maybe up to 1,000 if I really get busy this Q4. So I just didn't find it necessary. And it's been way faster and has not cost me any time when I'm pulling stuff for shipping. So that is just my take. Do whatever you feel good about. If you want to do the inventory bin number in addition to an extremely specific extra number like 01, 06, 02, whatever, you totally can. I just haven't found it necessary for me. Okay, so now I am just recording my screen as I create some listings. So I'm going to do that for you guys. I do use a third-party software to do my listings. However, I wanted to do it through eBay for you guys just because I think that's what most people end up using anyway. Maybe one day I will go through the third-party software. I don't plan on doing that today. I'm going to be using eBay right now just to make a very quick listing. It's really fast. But for now, I'm just going to go through eBay. It's still really fast. And for those of you who might be new, it just is a very easy and simple way, A to Z, to get it done. So I will show you how. First, I have all of my photographs here that I airdropped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for something similar. A Banana Republic Clarenson tweed top. Okay, so you can see it right here. I see some prices. I see similars. If you want, you can go to sold and completed listings and see what it sold for. You have to ignore prices like this, by the way. Whenever you see like these really low prices and bids, that means it was an auction. Auctions go for a lot less than buy it now. So I don't see any sold and completed, but I will go back. And yeah, I see a lot of the exact same top that I currently have. Someone has it for $15. I think that's a little low. Plus it's petite. I am going to, okay, these are all petite. I wonder if it's a similar seller. Anyway, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this listing and I'm going to select sell similar, and you will find that right here. Have one to sell, sell now. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so as you can see, it already has a title pre-filled out, but what I'm going to do is make my own. Okay, so just pulling it up for reference, mine is a size 8, finest French tweeds. I will probably throw that in there. So I will put Banana Republic size 8, and I try to put the size very close to the top keywords, like the front of the keywords. Because a lot of people search for brand and size first. And then I will put Clarenson Finest French Tweed. And then you can add it to a store category if you want. Like I have separated my items into store categories. I don't use it a ton, but you can do it. UPC you're going to have to put does not apply. And then condition is pre-owned. Put in any description you want. You can put excellent, pre-owned, condition. And this is where you add your photos. So I will just click and drop. Here we go. And this is just the hardest part, is waiting for the pictures to load. But what you can do is just continue. It's a regular size 8. I mean, you can pick from styles. And this is where you can just pick what style you want to pick that best describes it. Career might be the best description for me. And then material is tweed, it is green. It's really important that you fill out all of these not all of them, but as many as you can of these additional subcategories, because people will often narrow their search by some of these subcategories. So you have a better chance of getting eyes on your item if you will fill in the subcategories. The pattern is kind of a plaid, so I'll put that there. Short sleeve. Since I take measurements in the photos, I just leave the measurements in the photos and I hope people figure it out from there. So that's what I do. And then that's all I'm going to do. So here in the item description, you can put whatever you want. You can copy and paste something that you have, like a standardized paragraph. I do recommend putting in the title of the item so that any search functions and algorithms can pick up on that title just in the description as well as in your item title. And then, yeah, you'll just decide what you want to charge for the item. So because mine's a size 8, because it's not petite like these other comps, I'm actually going to price it, I think, at $29.99. And then
You can put in best offer limits and have people automatically accept or decline. I actually don't like to put those in because if I've had something for a really long time, sometimes I'm willing to accept a lower offer just to get it moving. So I let offers come in. I'm fine with that. I have templates for PayPal and the shipping policy that I do for tops or anything like this. Yeah, priority $6 is probably what I'm going to pick because it is a little bit heavier. And then I have my return policy set, so everything there looks good. I don't weigh until I ship it. So I actually just leave this blank and just charge what I do for shipping, and then that's been fine. And that is it. I can list my item. Because I have a premium store, I have plenty of room for free listings left, so I'm going to use that. I'm not going to be charged for listing. Okay, and then I am all done. I had to update the listing because I made a mistake because I am really smart and awesome. But yeah, now it is done. So you have finished your listing. It's just nice when you can sell similar because the brand will already be in there, a nice little title will be in there for you, and then you can just edit from there. So now you can do another listing. So let's do another one. Style number, I have it here, G5301, so I'm going to look that up. Alright, so you can see it's called the Fringy Sweater Top in, mine's not white, in linen. So here's mine. It is the Fringy Sweater in yellow linen. So I think that's going to help me with my keywords. But I'm going to go ahead and actually sell similar with this one because someone has it listed. So as I said before, you just click sell now. Okay, mine's not new, so I'm just going to do JCrew. Size small, and depending on the room you have, you can either just do an S or an M. It just depends on how much room I have. Okay, fringy sweater in yellow linen. I'm going to say open weave because it is kind of an open weave crochet top. Okay, I think that's going to do it for my title. I put in the most important things: the brand, the size, the name of the item, which I was able to find through the style number, and then color, and that's really it. Material, short sleeve, long sleeve, any style details you want to put in there. And now, again, I can just put it in my sweaters category. It does not apply. Condition is pre-owned, and I will say excellent. Pre-owned condition, and then I will add the pictures. Okay, and while that's loading, I will fill out the rest. Small, linen, yellow. Okay, so as you can see, because I sold similar, there's a lot of, there are a lot of fields already filled out, which really is nice. And then just put in whatever you have for your description. It can be a template, it can be whatever. And then I'm going to just decide on price, which I think I'm going to put it at $29.99. And we'll see, and that's why I like best offers. This is just based on my experience of what I can generally fetch for JCrew. I'm going to have offers come in around $20, $25, and I'll probably accept that. So that's what I like about best offer, is it helps me determine the market value for my item. Okay, and I have all of my default settings in here. Okay, and here we go. I'm going to list my item, and we are all done. There it is. I'm just going to do these two for now because, for the sake of time. But I hope this helped with showing you how I list my items. Okay, so let's say you forget to put in the SKU number, which I just did probably because I'm filming, and of course things go wrong when I'm filming. But if you need to go back, just go into your listings and search for the item that you just listed, and then you can edit right here very easily, custom label. I'm going to put A06 because that's the bin I'm putting it into, submit, and you are totally done. And I will just make sure that everything else I'm listing that I just photographed today, I'm going to label as A06 and then put it in that bin, and then it goes back on my shelf. So hopefully that makes sense.
Okay guys, that about does it for me. I am filming this later in the day because my kids are in bed now and my life got a little bit crazy there. But I hope this kind of took you through my photographing, listing, and filing away process. It's really not that complicated. I try to keep it as simple as possible. So I'm going to finish listing everything that I talked about in my video today, and then get it filed away in my one bin, and then back onto my shelf right there. So again, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you guys like videos like this, you want more content like this, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you get all the new and latest videos in your feed as soon as they drop. So again, thanks you guys, and I will catch you next time.